Hello HDpiano, this is Joe. Today we are learning how to play a new one. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. A song that means an awful lot. Here we go. 2, 3... Then we're into the solo, which is our next video. Okay. This is our middle C. This is our scale of G in which this piece is in. I was going to ask you a very boring question about Pink Floyd. Instead, I'll ask you what some of you may perceive as a boring question about the emotive context of this music. Now, this music to me means something an awful lot. In fact, it actually was almost a sort of wish. It was part of a wish that I made years ago, which actually came true. And I mean this in the positive sense. What other pieces of music do you guys have which have such powerful connections to something that happened to you, both emotionally in your life, but maybe something just personal that happened to you? And what it was is that my wife became my wife, basically. Anyway, so this is what we do. 3, 4. Now, I say she became my wife. I didn't just sing this song and she became my wife. She became my wife. She wasn't my wife or even my girlfriend at the time. In fact, we had sort of drifted apart. And then we drifted back together. And it was all a result of this song. No, it wasn't really. But anyway, enough of the mushy stuff. God, who the hell do I think I am? So we start off on beat 4 and in both hands playing that very, 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 very catchy motif, which happens the whole way through this. A, B, D. Now these are 16ths, so it's like 4, E, and 16th to an 8th note. 4, E, and we do that in both hands. This is on the pickup measure. 4, E, and then let's go into after this one. 4, E, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. So we're imitating a guitar here, of course. This is not a piano piece of music. This is the melody version, so we will be doing something not just guitar, but this very point of the track is just guitar. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and we're just using basically E, and then mainly the 3rd note, the 7th note, and the 3rd note of E. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. And last time, 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Then the left hand is very simple. Like that. You just go up to G and then E on beat 4 and. So one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and actually that should have been 1, E, and 2, and that's my counting. So let's just look at the right hand now. 1, 2, and 3, E, and 4, E, and. There's lots of 16ths in this, lots of dotted quavers, so watch out for the rhythm. 1, E, and 2, and 3, E, and 4, E, and. Now the left hand, 1, 2, and 3, and then the motif. That together. 1, and 2, and 3, E, and 4, E, and 1, and 2, and 3, E, and 4, and. Last time. 2, 3, 4. They're very similar to the first bar. different at the same time. So our first eighth notes don't have any 16ths in them. Then the second beat is very similar to what we had before, but we've got a tied note on going beat 2 to beat 3. So 2 and 3 and like that. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So everything else is the same apart from those two things I've mentioned. The lack of 16ths in the first beat and the tie between the second and third beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Last time. Next bar, 1 E and 2 and 3 E and 4 and. Now this is exactly the same apart from, spot the difference, one note, I'll tell you where. 1 E and 2 and 3 E and there. That's the only difference. Instead of going, there we go to B this time. 1 E and 2 3 E and 4. One more time. 1 E and 2 and 3 and 4 and then 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and. So we're moving on now. 1 and 2. Sorry. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and. So more just E minor 7, root 3 3 and the 7, 1 2 1 and 2 E and 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 like that. Again. With both hands now, the left hand's dead easy. Playing in unison at the end of the bar. Let's move on this time. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and that again. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and I might as well show you that bar both at the same time, both hands. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 E and this is in a new chord, A7 sus4. There's our sus4, there's our 7, there's our A. 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4. One more time. 1 2 3 4 then this 1 2 E and this. So 1 and 2 E and 3 E and 4 and. So it's almost identical to the bar we had before last. The left hand's slightly different because we've got a bit of thickening up. Let's have a look at it again. There. We added a fourth on the A. Again. One more time. Then 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and. So very similar to our A7 sus4 bar before, but slightly different. 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4 E and again 1 and 2 and 3 E and 4. One more time. And our final two bars. just look at them one at a time actually. So that is G, basically root position overall, but we're playing the first position as a chord and the root note on its own. 1, 2, and 3, and 4, E, and again. 1, 2, 3, 4, E, and last time. 2, 2, and 3, 4, E, and let's look at the last bar. And then we're into our solo. That final bar. That again. And that's it for this first opening video. There's quite a few to this one. There's a lot of sections. So if you're in for the journey, bear with it. But this is the first one, the introduction. Let's hear it again. 3, 4. Into the solo. Okay, loving this already. It gets better, by the way. This really is an amazing arrangement. I've enjoyed playing this so far. If you're on YouTube, head on over to HDpiano.com to hear the remaining sections. As like I said, there's quite a few of those. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. You can do that on our website too. And yeah, see you on the next video, which will be the first solo. This has been Joe, HDpiano. Bye for now.